Hello viewers, welcome to Sichinga Online Math. This video is a continuation from where I ended. In my previous videos, I've answered question 1 up to question 8 of this 2025 GCE Mathematics Paper 1. So in this video, I'll consider answering question 9 up to question 11. Now, before I answer these questions, I would like to encourage all those who have not yet subscribed to the channel to do so. And please, if you like the presentation that I'll do in this video, don't forget to click on the like button. Alright, so going to question 9, which has two parts, A and B. Starting with A, which is a question on probability. This one reads, the probability that gift will not be late for a job interview is 0.05. What is the probability that he will be late for the interview? For solution on the first part here, I'll start by denoting the probabilities as follows. For probability that gift will not be late for a job interview, I'll denote this as probability A. Then probability that he will be late for the interview, I'll denote this as probability B. And these two probabilities will sum up to 1. So this is because if you have an event with two outcomes, the sum of probabilities of those two outcomes is equal to 1. So now for probability A, I'll substitute that and put 0.05, then plus probability B, which is going to equal to 1. Then to get probability B, I'll take probability of A, which is 0.05, to the right side, and this will subtract with 1. So this is 1 take away 0.05. Now subtracting these two, 1 is going to have 0.00, take away 0.05. So the subtraction will be as follows. Since 0 cannot subtract 5, we get a 1 from 1. So here we remain with a 0. We take it to the next 0 there. It will be 10, but then we need the 1 on the 0 on top of 5. So we cancel that 10 and put a 9. Then we put a 1 on 0, which makes it a 10. 10 take away 5, that gives 5, and 9 take away 0, that gives 9. Then 0 take away 0, that gives 0. So we get 0.95. So for probability B, this is equal to 0.95. So this is the probability that he will be late for the interview. Moving on to B, solve the equation 2 to the power x minus 1 minus 4 equal to 0. To solve this exponential equation, I'll start by taking 4 to the right side. So this will be 2 to the power x minus 1, then equal to 4. So now, since the left part here is expressed in terms of base 2, I'll also express 4 in terms of base 2. So how many 2's can multiply to give 4? So that will be 2 times 2, or 2 to the power 2. So in place of 4, I'll write 2 to the power 2. So this will be 2 to the power x minus 1 equal to 2 to the power 2. So since we have same bases on both sides, we simplify those bases and equate the powers. So that will be x minus 1 equal to 2. So now to find the value of x, we take 1 to the right side. So this will be x is equal to 2 plus 1. And 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. So the value of x is 3. So for our answer space here, on A, we'll write probability B is equal to 0.95. Then for B, the solution on B, this is x is equal to 3. All right, moving on to the next question, question 10. Question 10 has got two parts as well. Part A, which is on sets, and B on mensuration. Starting with A, given that set P is a set of OX such that x is greater or equal to 10 but less than or equal to 20, and x is a prime number, list set P. So what we've been given here is set P notation, and it reads set P is a set of all x such that x is greater or equal to 10 but less than or equal to 20, and x is a prime number. So we want to list set P. So to list set P, this set P is a set of prime numbers. So we need to identify prime numbers from 10 to 20. So in between here, we do have prime numbers. So for solution on this part here, set P is going to equal to, so now for prime numbers, these are numbers that are divisible by 1 and itself. Or the other description is prime numbers are those numbers with only 2 factors. So then let's identify those numbers. So after 10, there's 11. 11 is a prime number. Then followed after this number is 13. Then we also have 17. Then the last one is 19. And this is because we are looking at prime numbers between 10 and 20. So 10 and 20 are not included. So these are numbers that are divisible by 1 and itself. Alright, so going to B, which is a question on mensuration. So this one reads, the diagram shows a sector POQ. Arc PQ subtends an angle of 45 degrees at the center. So that is our diagram showing that information. The word subtends simply means opposite. So the arc PQ is opposite to the angle 45 degrees at the center. The question goes on to say, given that the area of POQ is 77 centimeters squared, calculate the radius of the sector. Pi is equal to 22 over 7. To calculate the radius of the sector, I'll start by writing the area of the sector formula. So this one is written as area is equal to theta over 360 degrees times pi times r squared. So now for finding radius, we are going to substitute on area. This is given as 77 centimeters squared, and this is equal to theta. Theta is the angle at the center, which is 45 degrees. Then this is over 360 degrees. Then times pi, which is 22 over 7. Then times radius squared. We can simplify this. 45 degrees and 360, this can divide 9. So 9 into 45, that gives 5 on top there, and 9 into 360 degrees, that gives 40. Then for 5 and 40, 5 can go into 5 once, and 5 can go into 48 times. Then 8 and 22 can simplify. We can divide 2 into these numbers. So 2 into 22, that gives 11. Then 2 into 8, that gives 4. So the simplified version of this is going to be 77 is equal to 1 over 4 times 11 over 7, then times the r squared. I'll introduce over 1 on the left side, and this is because 77 is going to multiply with 4 times 7, which is on the right side, the denominators on the right side, and then 1 on the left side is going to multiply with 1 times 11. So finding r, this will be r squared is equal to, so 77 will multiply with the 4, then times 7, then this is over 1 times 11, so that gives 11. So now for 11 and 77, 11 can go into 77, so that is 7 times. and then this leaves us with the 7 times 4 times 7. Now here I'll start by multiplying 7 times 7, that gives 49, and then multiply 49 times 4. So 49 times 4, that is 9 times 4, that gives 36. So I'll write 6, carry 3, then 4 times 4, that gives 16, plus 3, that gives 19. So we are getting 196. So r squared is equal to 196. To get the value of r, we square root both sides, and the square root of 196 this here is 14. Then for the left side, the square and the square root will simplify, leaving us with the r. So this simply means r is equal to 14 centimeters. So this is radius. So for the answer space, on A, we are going to write the set P. We found that it had elements starting with the 11, then followed by 13, then 17, then 19. So these are prime numbers. Then for part B, r, which is radius of the sector, this here is 14 centimeters. So these two are the answers for question 10, A and B. Moving on to question 11. Question 11 is on earth geometry, and this question 2 has two parts, A and B. Reading out the question, the diagram shows the positions of 3 towns A, B, and C on the Earth's surface. So that is our diagram there. On A, we want to find the time difference between B and C. So what is the time difference between B and C? To find the time difference, first of all, we are going to determine the longitude difference, and this is because the 2 towns B and C are falling on different longitudes but on the same latitude. So for the first part, I'm going to start by finding the longitude difference, which I'll denote as theta, and this will be calculated by taking note of all the readings that are on B and C. So for B, the longitude reading is 40 degrees west. Then for C, the longitude reading is 65 degrees east. So they are falling on different hemispheres, and for that, this will be addition of 40 degrees then plus 65 degrees. So theta is going to equal to 40 degrees plus 65 degrees, that gives 105. So 105 degrees is the longitude difference. So using this value, we know that the Earth takes 24 hours to complete its revolution of 360 degrees. So what about 1 hour? 1 hour is equal to 15 degrees. So this is because if you divide 24 into 360 degrees, it gives 15 degrees. So meaning for 1 hour, the Earth covers 15 degrees. All right. So then, what are we going to do here? We are going to write x, then equate this to 105, because we want to know the time difference for 105 if 1 hour takes 15 degrees. Cross multiplying this gives us the following. So 1 will multiply with 105, x will multiply with the 15. So x times 15, that gives 15x, equal to 1 times 105, that gives 105. Dividing this by 15 both sides, that gives so 15 into 15 on the left side gives 1 times x gives x, equal to 15 into 105, this gives 7, And to show that, I'm going to use a number which can divide into both these two numbers, which is 5. 5 into 15, that is 3. Then 5 into 10, that is 2. Remainder 0. So I'll write 2, remainder 0. Then 5 into 5, that is 1. So I'm getting 21 on top and a 3 below. So 21 divided by 3, that gives 7 hours. So this here is the time difference between town B and C, 7 hours. Alright, going to B, this one reads, a plane flying due south of A to B at 900 knots takes 7 hours. Find the difference in latitude between A and B. So here they've given the time difference, 7 hours. So what will be the difference in latitude? So the difference in latitudes will just be determined by the same time difference. So we know that 1 hour, is equal to 15 degrees. How about 7 hours? What will be the difference in latitude? So this is for latitude. So we cross multiply 1 hour times x, or basically 1 times x, that gives x equal to 7 times 15. So 7 times 15, multiplying this gives you the following: 15 times 7. So 5 times z, 7, that gives 35. So we write 5, carry 3. Then 7 times 1, that gives 7, plus 3, that gives 10. So we are getting 105 degrees. So this simply means x is equal to 105 degrees, which is the difference in latitude between town A and B. So for the answer space, on A we are going to write 7 hours. Then on B we write 105. So we write x is equal to 7 hours. Then here the x we calculated is equal to 105 degrees. Thank you so much for watching this video.